What's up, everybody? This is A Force of Nature, Spiritual Awakening, and today we will be discussing the fifth house, your childhood, and your future kids. So, we are going to be covering Capricorn ruling over the fifth house, Aquarius ruling over the fifth house, and Pisces ruling over the fifth house in this video. So, we're going to jump into it right now, starting off with Capricorn ruling over the fifth house. Or if you have Saturn in the fifth house. So as a child, the native might have felt like they did not get to live their childhood as they wished. They might have had to grow up faster than their peers due to circumstances, or it was just rooted in their character. Okay, so these individuals felt like they had to grow up, woman up, men up early on in life. When the kids were having fun, being children, they were also having fun, but they did not feel like a child. So their own father might have had come across too childish for them, and they just gave up the role to him. In a different scenario, the native might feel like they can allow themselves to be a child in the presence of the family only. Okay? So when they are out in the world, out and about, they have a more serious tone to them. Okay? The chart owner was very ambitious as a child. And this still continues as they grow up later on in life. So they have a desire to be known for what they do, and whatever they do, they want to be so good at it that no one else can outdo them. Oh, this is the mind frame of these people. So this amount of ambition could turn out badly for them. And when they discover it, it will take more time for them to get better at it. They will be greatly disappointed or devastated. Once they learn to pace and have patience to slowly build themselves, they will achieve their goals. At least one of their children might have Capricorn placements or 10th house placements in their natal birth chart, or a lot of aspects to Saturn. Please keep that in mind for the individual that has Capricorn ruling over the fifth house, or if you have Saturn in the fifth house. Your future child, okay, at least one of them, 9 times out of 10, it's going to be the first one you have. Okay, they may have Capricorn placements, 10th house placements, aspects to Saturn, which would also mean a stellium in Capricorn, a stellium in the 10th house can be presented to the table, okay? I'm just saying. All right, so they might not want to have children. Ideally, because they tend to have high expectations and are afraid of being a disappointment once again. So people that have this placement may second guess motherhood, may second guess fatherhood. Okay, they might not be quite sure that that's exactly what they want to do, because they really want to do it to the best of their ability. And they don't want to have the children and be a failure. Have the children and not be able to provide the necessities that these children need. Okay? Now, once they do, okay, so if they do, right, let's just say that they do have children. The children will be successful, perhaps fulfilling the desires of the parent themselves. However, this can play out more like the parent forcing their own desires onto the children, which will cause friction naturally. Okay, so people that have this, things that they may have wanted to do themselves, they could put onto their own children. Okay, and you know that's going to be a no-go a lot of times. Why? Because if the child does do what you say, they're going to feel some kind of way. If they don't do what you say, you're going to feel some kind of way. So there will be some kind of conflict going on, okay, when it comes to your children, and maybe even when it comes to the path that they want to take in life, the career that they want to do in life. Okay, you might want them to be a lawyer and they want to do hair. Okay, see what I'm saying? Moving on to Aquarius ruling over the 5th house, or if you have Uranus in the 5th house of the natal birth chart. So as a child, these men and women felt very different from the people they were surrounded by. They were an oddball who also had rebellious streaks within inside of them. They loved and still love anything that is labeled weird by society. So these will be the rebels, people that stand out, people that are trendsetters, people that go against the grain, okay? So from a young age, they have always been interested in technology as well. This is like, this Okay, so these people I wrote it wrong. These people like to spend most of their time or a lot of their time when it comes to the internet, more than anything, okay? And they are very creative when they are online. They will also be lucky when it comes to being popular on the internet. So these are the people that can probably have a large following if they're on YouTube, if they're on TikTok, and all the other platforms that we do have available today. Okay, now let's just say that we're not speaking about the internet. These people could be popular in real life. Okay, just where people know them. People might want to go to their events. People might want to socialize with them, invite them to events. See what I'm saying? So these people spend big, these people spread and big energy when it comes to like being a nerd, okay, or giving off nerdy vibes. But these people will actually love it because what they do is they research a lot of information. These are the type of people that's very innovative. Okay, if I did not already say innovative, because I know I said creative, but they can invent shit, okay, that people have not seen yet. Creativity comes to them out of nowhere, and they are quick to respond to their sudden urges. So with this placement, there might have some unexpected things that happened to them in their childhood, which affected the family's plan for the individual's future. Okay, so something early on in life shaped it, molded them into thinking in a different kind of way, a different kind of light. Okay, the same kind of surprise will happen when they have children of their own. At least one of their children might have Aquarius placements or 11 house placements in their birth chart, or a lot of aspects to Uranus. Okay? Now, when we speak about Aquarius placements, that can also indicate an Aquarius stellium in their chart, in the children's chart, or an 11th house stellium in the children's chart. They will be very interesting people who are very open to new opportunities, new ideas. The native with this chart might be one of those, I'm a cool mom, I'm a cool dad, okay, attitude towards parenting. Okay, so these are the type of people that can become buddy friends with their children, okay, where their kids feel like they can talk to them about things, smoke with them, drink with them, go out with them, you know, of course, when they get older, right? Because it's not going to be when they're younger. When they're younger, they can still feel like, make the child feel like they are their friends, okay? The laid back parent, okay? Not too strict, okay? Kind of parent. Maybe they let their children smoke in the house and drink in the house, okay, when they're like 16 years old. You know how you be like, oh, your parents, you have some parents that say, get out of my house with that shit. Okay, you can't do that in here, do it outside. These are the parents that's going to probably let you do it inside because they don't want you to get in trouble outside. So they will be good friends with their children. But when it comes to parenting, at least their parent has to be more disciplined. So the individual needs to be more disciplined when it comes to their child, okay? Not being too lenient and letting them get away with any old damn thing. Okay, so we also have Pisces ruling over the 5th house, or if you have Neptune in the 5th house. So as a child, these individuals was easily influenced by other people. They might have had a clear image in their mind of what they were like as a child, or might have had a hard time understanding their actions. But they were very imaginative children as well, who most likely lived in another world than the one that you actually was living in. So this has allowed them to be very, very peculiar. Okay, so these kids could have been peculiar children, strange children. Okay, they're thinking of things in a different way, a different light. Okay, and even when they reflect back on their childhood, the way that they envisioned it is sometimes not exactly how it really was. So now, as an adult, they might have had very insightful dreams or visions, which sparks their creativity. They might be prone to being addicted to anything that increases their imagination. Okay, this can be drugs. Okay, this can be alcohol. But this can be something that has to deal with inspiration. Okay, it doesn't have to be those things, even though it can be, because we're dealing with Neptune. You know, it deals with escapism. Shit, sex might even spark some kind of great imagination inside of them. So this is a strong placement, which when it is taken care of, will work wonders for the native. So they have the potential to create beautiful things that will influence a generation. They just seem to be one of those type of people who seem to be good at anything that they do. They just have got to believe it. Okay, so these people have to believe in themselves, in their creative abilities, anything that they are trying to do, wanting to do. Believing in yourself is going to be key here, because anything that you believe you can do, you will. Okay, however, that's going to be a little challenging for them because they like to second guess shit. So they are afraid of being disappointed by their self, which is the reason why they prefer to allow other people to tell them what they should do. Okay, so a lot of times these people, instead of being the boss, they would rather work for a boss. This is what this shit be meaning. Okay, however, it doesn't mean that they will not have their own business or anything like that, because they could definitely do that. And their children too. So at least one of their children might have Pisces placements, 12th house placements in their birth chart, or a lot of aspects to Neptune, which is also going to indicate a Pisces stellium or a 12th house stellium in your children's chart. So the children will be imaginative and idealistic as their parents. There might be some confusion when it comes to the dynamic between them, though. Their children might blame the parent for any mishaps, which will be very hard for the native of the chart. But on the other side, they have the power of giving birth to the child of their dreams. Okay, so they can give birth to the child of their dreams. They can also give birth to a child that becomes rich, famous, and wealthy. They can also give birth to a child that needs special attention. Okay, a special need child. Okay, or they can give birth to a child that has very special gifts. Okay, that's what goes on and takes place with these people. Okay, for the person that has Neptune in the 5th house, or Pisces ruling over the 5th, just the person that has this, they can also be wealthy. They can also gain a lot of money because they have a lot of talent. Okay, they can be an actor, an actress, a singer, a dancer, a painter, a poet. Okay, a writer, a movie script writer. This is what could go on and take place. But I'm going to leave this on this note for now. And in future videos to come, I will go more into depth into the 5th house and your childhood and your future kids. Okay, so anybody want to get their chart analyzed, please hit me up. Anybody want to donate to the channel, please feel free. Anybody want to send us super things, Go right ahead. I appreciate every single thing. Please like, subscribe, and share this video, please. Okay, so people could get more hip to the shit. My phone number is 516-738-6042. So this is a force of nature, spiritual awakening. Love is love. Peace and blessings to you all. And I will see you on the next one.